Heavy rain has set off deadly flooding, water rescues, and evacuations along the Guadalupe River in Texas this Friday morning, as authorities confirmed that people have died as a result of the rising waters. Those living near the river are being urged to seek higher ground immediately, as the situation remains extremely dangerous and dynamic. Authorities in Kerr County have confirmed that fatalities have occurred due to the flooding, but they have respectfully declined to disclose further details at this time, pending the notification of the victims' relatives. This process underscores the tragic and personal impact of this severe weather event. The Guadalupe River, a vital waterway that stretches from Kerr County all the way to the San Antonio Bay, is currently undergoing what the National Weather Service describes as a large and deadly flood wave this Friday morning. This means that there will be rapid and significant rises on different parts of the river with time, as this immense volume of water continues its downstream progression. Dramatic measurements from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, illustrate the sheer speed and scale of this event. The river near Comfort, Texas, astonishingly rose 26 feet, from approximately 3 feet to nearly 30 feet, in an incredibly short 45-minute window, specifically between 9 o'clock Central Daylight Time and 9:45 o'clock Central Daylight Time. This rapid surge is particularly perilous in central Texas, where the ground, often dry, can become quickly overwhelmed by intense rainfall. Indeed, more than an entire summer's worth of rain has fallen in just a few hours in some areas, rapidly saturating and overwhelming the parched soil, which typically struggles to absorb such large volumes of water quickly. For example, San Angelo, a city located in Tom Green County, typically receives only about 1 inch of rain throughout the entire month of July. However, overnight, reports from around the city indicate rainfall totals ranging from 2 inches to upwards of 10 inches, an extraordinary deviation from the norm. Hunt, a community within Kerr County, experienced an even more concentrated deluge, seeing approximately 6.5 inches of rain in just 3 hours early this Friday. This specific event is considered a 1 in 100-year occurrence for that area, meaning it has only about a 1% chance of happening in any given year, highlighting its extreme rarity and intensity. The Kerr County Sheriff's Office has, with profound sadness, confirmed multiple deaths due to the flooding this Friday morning. In a statement widely shared on social media, the Sheriff's Office reiterated, "We can confirm fatalities, but will not release further information until next of kin are notified." They further conveyed the severity of the situation across the entire region, stating, "The entire county is an extremely active scene. Residents are encouraged to shelter in place and not attempt travel." In response to this grave and escalating situation, Kerr County has officially declared a state of emergency due to extreme life-threatening flooding. Meteorologists and emergency officials alike are issuing urgent warnings. Jeff Lindner, a meteorologist and director of Harris County Flood Control District Flood Operations and Forecasting, emphasized the peril in a post on social media, stating, "Move to high ground immediately. This is a life-threatening flash flood situation." The Kerr County Sheriff's Office again confirmed the fatalities, but maintained that further details would be withheld until victims' families could be properly informed. They underscored their ongoing efforts, stating on their Facebook page, "Our office is working with a wide variety of local and state agencies to respond to calls and rescues. This collaborative effort involves multiple fire departments, search and rescue teams, and law enforcement agencies. The message remains consistent and critical. The entire county is an extremely active scene. Residents are encouraged to shelter in place and not attempt travel. Those near creeks, streams, and the Guadalupe River should immediately move to higher ground." Police and fire crews in Kerrville, Texas, situated about 58 miles northwest of San Antonio, are actively assisting in ongoing high water rescues. A city official confirmed this Friday morning, noting that many roads and streets are flooding in town. As a precautionary measure and due to active inundation, 2 parks in Kerrville have been closed due to flooding, as confirmed by the city on social media. Evacuations were already underway earlier today after floodwater reached cabins typically rented by visitors in Kerrville Shriner Park around sunrise this Friday, forcing people to quickly abandon their accommodations.
That rock got moved. there's trees, and it got right up to the back of these campers right here. So they all evacuated last night. And then this boxcar was not there. The water's gone down from the end of that right there.
In San Angelo, the police department issued an alert this Friday morning, warning residents to stay in your residence and avoid traveling, and to shelter in place in the downtown area, highlighting the immediate dangers within the city proper. The phenomenon of an entire summer's worth of rain falling in just a few hours is critical here, as it quickly overwhelmed soils that were, ironically, bone dry. Central Texas has been experiencing some of the worst drought conditions in the United States, and bone-dry soils, rather than absorbing water slowly, often repel it initially, leading to rapid runoff and heightened flash flooding risk. Water level measurements along parts of the Guadalupe River near the Kerr County community of Hunt further indicate a large and deadly flood wave is moving down the Guadalupe River, as warned by the National Weather Service. The sheer speed of the rise is astounding. The river rose 22 feet in just 3 hours and was at its second highest level on record early this Friday morning. Compounding the challenge for officials, a few hours later, the very river gauge that measured that dramatic rise became damaged and is now out of operation as a direct result of the intense flooding, according to the National Weather Service in Austin. This loss of data points makes real-time monitoring even more difficult for emergency managers.
Our pool's about to bust, I think. Our pool's gonna bust. It's gonna collapse. Our pool, then we're gonna have more water.
Now, so we have these ridges here. We cut these channels in the concrete to take the water away from the building. If we didn't have these, this whole area would be flooded like into the house.
The intensification of hourly rainfall rates is not isolated to this event. A recent study found that these rates have intensified in nearly 90% of large United States cities since 1970. This underscores a broader trend. Such overwhelming rainfall events are becoming more frequent in a warming world, as rising global temperatures are understood to push weather patterns toward the extremes. Texas itself has already endured multiple dangerous flooding events this year alone, and the United States overall experienced a record number of flash flood emergencies last year, highlighting a concerning pattern of increasing flood risk. Unfortunately, heavy rain is forecast to continue falling this Friday morning as slow-moving storms stall over the same already hard-hit areas, essentially dumping more water where it is least needed. While storms could linger into the afternoon in some places before finally easing up, any additional rain will almost certainly further worsen ongoing flooding issues and could very well prompt new areas of dangerous flooding, extending the crisis and complicating rescue and recovery efforts. The situation remains critical, and authorities continue to urge extreme caution and adherence to all evacuation orders. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.